Hello everyone, this is A Moment with Mary, and I'm Kathy Nolan with Mary TV. Happy Feast Day. This is the feast of the Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary. This is the moment when God's plan all started to bud forth in the world in order to send his Son to save us. It's the very gleaming, the light shaft of hope that came when Mary was conceived in her mother with no stain of sin due to the prevenient grace of Jesus. So we celebrate this day. Oh gosh, it's such a wonderful day. And there's some good news we have today. And that good news that I will share with you right now is a notice that was sent out over Aletheia, which is a news source on the internet from Italy. And they had a telephone interview with Archbishop Hoser from Poland, who was the papal and is the papal envoy to Medjegorje, who came to investigate the pastoral situation in Medjegorje last year. And he made a few statements to them that they have been able to spread over the internet. And so I just want to read it to you because it really is good news about Medjugorje and about Our Lady's presence there and her call to the pilgrims. Archbishop Hoser said on December 7th, "The devotion of Medjugorje is allowed. It's not prohibited and need not be done in secret," confirmed Archbishop Heinrich Hoser of Warsaw, Praga, Poland. He said he is now some months after being sent to Medjugorje by Pope Francis to evaluate not the veracity of the apparitions, but the state of the pastoral care being provided to the thousands of pilgrims who flock to the site every year. There's beautiful Vitska. Formerly, pilgrims to the site were not to be organized by official church groups, though the faithful could make them privately and through other organizations. Now the stance on officially organized pilgrimages will open. Archbishop Hoser said, "My mission is precisely to analyze the pastoral situation and propose improvements." He spoke about his assignment at the shrine in Bosnia-Herzegovina, which has attracted millions of people since Marian apparitions reportedly began in 1981. Today, dioceses and other institutions can organize official pilgrimages. It's no longer a problem, explained the Archbishop, speaking to us from his residence in Warsaw. Pope Francis recently asked an Albanian cardinal to give his blessing to the faithful present in Medjugorje. We remember that at the youth festival. "I am full of admiration for the work of the Franciscans, what they are doing there," said the Polish prelate. "With a relatively small team, there is only a dozen of them. They do a huge job of welcoming pilgrims. Every summer they organize a youth festival. This year there were 50,000 young people from around the world and over 700 priests. There is a massive number of confessions. They have about 50 confessionals, which are not enough. These are very deep confessions," he said. "This is a phenomenon, and what confirms the authenticity of the place is the large amount of charitable institutions that exist around the sanctuary. And another aspect as well, the great effort that is being made at the level of Christian formation. Each year they organize conferences at different levels for various audiences, priests, doctors, parents, young people, couples. The decree of the former Episcopal Conference of what used to be Yugoslavia, which, before the Balkan War, advised against pilgrimages in Medjugorje organized by bishops, is no longer relevant, he said. There are other cases of locations of apparitions, like Kibeho in Rwanda, where the diocesan bishop agreed to allow the devotion and then continued the analysis for the recognition of the apparition. The Archbishop revealed in the conclusion of the commission for the analysis of the apparitions of Medjugorje, which Benedict XVI had entrusted to Cardinal Ruini, that their conclusions appear to be favorable. What I find touching is that all the seers have turned to family life, Archbishop Hoser reflected. In our day and age, the family is of enormous importance. All of them have a family. Those who were teenagers at the time are already grandmothers. 37 years have passed. But this decision will have to be made by the Pope. The file is now at the Secretariat of State. I believe the final decision will be made, and concluded Archbishop Hoser. And so he is seeing very much that the future for Medjugorje will be one of acceptance and of the ability to take public and public pilgrimages to Medjugorje with your diocesan bishop and with the priests openly. And this news is very much a shot in the arm for all of us on this day, the Feast of the Immaculate Heart, because it shows that the one who went to study Medjugorje from the pastoral point of view, Archbishop Hoser, does believe that Medjugorje is a place, a shrine, where people can come to get close to Our Lady and to be fed by her. And so we thank him for that, and we are hopeful that Medjugorje will receive news from the Pope soon. Let's make this little consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary that Jelena Vasil received in 1983 on this beautiful day of her Immaculate Conception. O Immaculate Heart of Mary, overflowing with goodness, show us your love for us. May the flame of your heart, O Mary, descend upon all peoples. We love you immensely. Impress in our hearts true love. May our hearts yearn for you, O Mary, sweet and humble of heart. Remember us when we sin. You know that all mankind are sinners. Through your most sacred and maternal heart, cure us from every spiritual illness. Make us capable of looking at the beauty of your maternal heart, and that thus we may be converted to the flame of your heart. Amen.